Hole 1, par 4, 294 yards. Justin's got a hybrid here. Stings one down the middle. This fairway does run out at about 210 yards, so he'll find the rough, but he'll be in a good spot. This hole is lined with trees on the left, water on the right. Really just got to take it down the fairway unless you've got about a 285-yard carry. Tanner takes driver here and just aims for the fairway and hits a nice, tight little draw. It's going to run out and be in the rough again, same as Justin's, just outrunning the fairway. Cody's got driver here, and he is going to try and take on that 285-yard carry. Absolutely wails on one. Ends up sending this ball over the green. I'm going driver here, just going to try and do the same thing as Tanner and just start one left and work it to the right and put myself in a good position. Absolutely smoke this high draw. Looks beautiful. Little club twirl. It's going to be great. Justin in a good spot in the rough, but 63 yards. Got a little 56 degree. Just going to try and chip a little half swing up on the green. Ends up under committing to it just a touch. Bounces and rolls up onto the fringe. Tanner's drive also in the rough here. Just about a 55-yard shot. He's got a 62 degree in hand. And just lets the tight lie get to him on that one. Nearly rolls it into the water. Ends up just staying up. From just off the water here, Tanner knows he's going to have to put something close to try and save par so he doesn't get roasted for that absolute duff. Put some good commitment on this one and rolls up to about 7-8 feet. My drive just long of pin high. Got a lot of green to work with and a pretty short 20-25 yard chip shot here. Grabbing a 62 degree, just going to try and put some air on it. Hit this shot just about as good as I could imagine. Ends up taking the slope really well and rolling out to about a foot and a half. Cody's ball ended up not only flying the green, but bouncing all the way into the OB. We just play it as lateral. So Cody's got a tough chip up the hill here. Green sloping away from him. Bumps and run one, takes some speed off on the hill. Ends up rolling out to about 20-25 foot putt. Justin from just off the green here, going to putt one. Just trying to put it close, make a par. Ends up giving this ball a really, really good run. I'll go ahead and smack that out of the way for him for his gimme par. Tanner's going to try and knock in his 7-8 footer here. Got a little bit of a read off Justin, which I think is going to help. Little right to left on this putt. Up the hill. Ends up knocking it down. Super clutch putt to save par from Tanner. Cody's got his 25-footer here, trying to save a par. Long putt, just leaves it below the hole. Going to be an easy back of the putter tap in for bogey. And I'm going to go ahead and tap in my birdie here just as a formality. Hole 2 here is a 147-yard par 3, playing into a little bit of wind on this hole. So I'm going to go ahead and club up, grab a 6-iron on this. End up putting a really, really good swing on this. Almost caught it too good. This ball ends up flying just over the green. Going to be in an okay spot, though. Justin's taking a 9-iron here. Going to really try and rip on this thing. Catches it super good. This ball just ends up coming up about middle of the green on a back pin. Tanner going 7-iron here. It's a big old draw, and this ball looked great the whole way. Comes up just a little bit short, but a really good shot. Cody going 9-iron as well. Just ends up chunking this ball. It's only going to go probably 60 yards, but stays in bounds out of the tall grass on the left. From about 85 yards, Cody's just going to grab a sand wedge, try and put this thing on the green, give himself a par putt. Chunks it slightly. It's going to end up in a good spot for an easy chip, though. Short chip, just needs to carry this little mound in front of the green. Ends up hitting it, which keeps it out right, but a pretty good pace on it. My shot from just long of the green here. Going to try and get a little floppy with it with 62 degree. Just ended up rolling out hard on me. It's going to be a decent leave at about 6-7 feet. Justin for his birdie now. Got about a 20-footer here. Working just a touch left to right. Commits to a really, really good line. Just doesn't quite give it the pace. Kind of a double breaker. Tanner with a really, really good look at bird. He's got about a 10-11 footer. Tanner has one of the more awkward putting stances I've ever seen, but the kid can stroke the thing. Ends up just hitting it too hard, never takes the break. Cody trying to limit the damage here and just walk out with a bogey. Gives us a beautiful stroke, perfect pace. It's an absolutely perfect putt. My putt here. Trying to save par to stay 1 under. Got a little bit of a read off Tanner's. Just trying to die one in here. Hit a super good putt. Takes the break great. Knocked down to stay 1 under. Justin just looking to avoid a 3-putt here. Short little par putt. Just got a fresh read off me. Just shoves it left a little bit. He's not very happy about that one. Taps in for bogey. Tanner after the blow-by, just to clean this hole up for par. Absolutely brutal. Just off the lip. He'll tap that in for a bogey. Hole 3, par 5, 466 yards, making it pretty reachable in 2. Really just have to find the fairway off the tee. I end up sending this ball to the moon. Luckily, it's downhill. Caught a little bit of wind up there or something because this ball still ended up traveling about 250. Justin with driver here. Really trying to make a move. He's 2 strokes down. Needs a drive in the fairway. Hits a big slinging fade. This ball's just going to kick left off the fairway. Still going to be in a good spot. Wide open look at the hole. Tanner also 2 strokes down. Needs to hit a good one here. Ends up kicking almost directly next to Justin, just about 2 yards in front of him. Cody here trying to replicate that big drive on hole 1. Swings hard at it, just leaves the face a touch open. This ball nearly hits a cart path. Stays in. It's not going to be in a great spot. My second shot here. Got a 4-iron. Can't get the full distance. Just going to keep it under this branch. Try and put it in the fairway and hit a good shot for 3. Cody from out of position. Grabs a P-wedge. He's just going to pitch out over this tree into the fairway. Hits a good shot there. It's going to be right in the middle. Justin, wide open look at the hole. Got an 8-iron in his hands. 163 yards. Really looking to hit one on the green. Give himself a chance at eagle here. Pulls it just a touch. This ball's just going to miss short right. Going to have a short chip for eagle. Going to be in a good spot. Tanner from nearly the same spot Justin's in for shot 2. He's got a 6-iron. 161 yards. Ends up making the same mistake, just overdraws it. Takes a big first kick. He's going to be pin high right in a pretty tough spot. Cody's layups left him with a perfect 70-yard shot. Direct look at the hole. He's got a 56 degree in his hands. Hits a really good shot. This green slopes left to right. Hits a sprinkler head. Goes deep just off the green. Really unfortunate. My third shot here, only about 45 yards out. Just trying to chip one up on the green. Make par. That should secure the win. End up shoving it left and taking a hard kick off the bank. It's going to roll off just to the fringe. Justin's eagle look here, just off the green. Needs to make this to have a shot to win this thing. Hits a good chip, just doesn't read the break correctly. He's going to have about 6-8 feet. Tanner in a tough spot for his eagle. Pin high, but a tough spot. Hits it, kills it off into the fringe really well. This is only about a 4-footer left for his birdie. Cody's putt, after hitting the sprinkler head, got a longer look than he had hoped for. Needs a really, really good lag putt. This is a massive downhill putt. Just trying to leave it close. Gets a little too soft with it and doesn't go all the way down the hill. It'll be a tough putt for par. My birdie look from just off the green here. I have absolutely no business having a wedge in my hand for this shot. And I'm about to prove it as I leave this short look to about 5 feet. Justin from about 6 feet. A lot of break on this putt. Needs the birdie to have a shot. Just snaps early on him. Never gets above the hole. He's going to tap that in for his par. Now Cody for his par look. A little bit further back. Probably 10, 11 feet. Got a read off of Justin. Same thing. Just snaps early on him. That one's a gimme. He'll take bogey there. Tanner for birdie now. Talking trash early before this putt. Early calling the putt. Ends up confidently canning it, and he is pumped about it, letting everybody know. My par putt here. I know I need to make this to win the match to avoid tying with Tanner. Saw Justin's putt, saw Cody's, and just blocked this thing left. End up taking bogey. Me and Tanner will tie.